After terrible peril and risk, we're small and mile wide on arrival. Showing business has been brisk, cause we thought the spot not the danger, for our duty was beautifully clear. For a bandit, a man was a stranger, to the feeling known as fear. It was queer, his whole career. Simply hidden, we historically waited. When the carriage appeared, we emerged, with our breath historically baited. On the carriage, we bravely conversed. So we shouted, hand over your money. And because his carriage, the door ajar. And inside thought it was funny. But it startled her papa. He dropped his Havana cigar. So we took all they got and off we shot, and here we are.
The Benetton Rancho Grande, all right like hell and get fatty. The English well, sweet as candy. The Benetton Rancho Grande. The sexiest Mexican bandit, why one and only Ramon. When you take for a regular bandit, the grandest plan unknown. The foreigners don't understand it. If you take to the hate of show, if the answer to the is to hand it. For tomorrow's now is done, and I never ride alone. Though you might come across it tomorrow, you must try to live up to your name. The victorious and glorious sorrow, you are playing a dangerous game. You know the glorious sorrow, we must take it a straight every day. And you make your seal or follow, for justice to atone. It's wrongly that's been done, I one and only
Here, Mama, a fat wallet to cover this week's housekeeping.
Well, you never learn. Your orders were to take the luggage, just the luggage.
The great Zorro does not always obey orders.
Zorro, the menace whose shadow terrorizes every traveler in the territory.
Who would ever dream it is really a brave, charming Ramon who has outwitted them for years?
I think it's very funny.
You must be proud of your brave son, Mama.
He's a reckless young fool. This wallet was less than $1,000 American dollars.
But that's a small fortune.
It could be a big misfortune. For a miserable $1,000, you let the travelers hear your voice, see you at close range, not what you're wearing.
Our brave Ramon has no fear.
Your brave Ramon has no sense. His orders were...
Who gives orders to Zorro?
Mendoza. The whole raid was Mendoza's idea.
That clown, he's nothing but a mad revolutionary.
Maybe not as mad as you think. These Americanos are here to deliver $1 million to El Presidente. That is why you were to take the luggage. Did you imagine he had $1 million hidden in his wallet?
Don't worry, Mama. We took the suitcases as well.
But what does Mendoza want with so much money?
To finance a revolution against our tyrant dictator, of course.
And with money intended for El Presidente himself, what's more.
So, where's the luggage?
He's coming. Loaded on a mule. Pablo and Pepe are in charge of it.
Pablo and Pepe! Those two! Oh, it would have been better to put the mule in charge of them!
You let Pablo and Pepe be in charge of $1 million?
Of course! What better way to escape any prying eyes of policemen than two simple souls leading a weary old pack mule?
Pablo, Pepe, a mule, and $1 million. These I must see. Let's go and meet them.
No! You can go, Lola, and you, Casilda. The rest of you go about your business. We mustn't draw attention to the ranch house. The police have spies everywhere. Now, Mama, you mustn't be cross with me. We were all masked. There was no danger.
But there is always danger. Oh, my son, how I trembled for you while you're away on your expeditions. I see a ghost in every shadow.
My father's. It's been a long time now, Mama. You must try to forget.
But how can I forget? The dust from your horse's hooves have already begun to settle before I can have a very clear reminder. The chief of police was here.
Lopez.
Yes, Lopez, the man who trapped your father 10 years ago.
And shot him in the back while he prayed. One day, I'll kill Lopez. What did he come for?
To ask questions. Always more questions.
He can prove nothing. Did he come alone?
Sergeant Bernardo was with him.
Bernardo.
Ramon, don't underestimate your enemies. That was your father's mistake at the end, where he was cunning, where you are rash, where he was simply daring, but you are simply impudent. I only worry because I love you, my son.
I know, Mama. How did you get rid of the police?
I left that to Racolita.
To Racolita.
She offered to ride a little way with them.
Lopez is very fond of Racolita.
Another reason why I must kill him.
Oh, now don't be foolish. You know Racolita has eyes for no one but you. She only wanted to make sure to be out of the way before you go back from the raid.
You better be right, Mama.
Come on, you stubborn brute. Keep moving, can't you?
Here's Pablo with the mule. Check for yourself that all is well. I must see that my men are being careful.
Well done, Pablo. You can make it. One more pull. Come on now. Come on, Pablo.
Heave on, giddy up there. Come and get your nice carrots, you brainless creature, you. Why does Zorro always give me the most difficult jobs to do?
Oh, my little beauty, not about to go now.
Here we are, Mama. All safely delivered. Just as Zorro ordered.
Where's the mule?
Here it is. Oh, no, it isn't. Where's the mule?
Well, you see, Pablo, remember when Casilda came to meet you, and you started to tell her about the raid?
Well, I might have mentioned it.
Mentioned it. I couldn't stop you boasting that Zora gave you the most dangerous work to do.
Oh, really?
Never mind about that now. What happened to the mule?
Well, you see, Pablo, I put one case here, and one case here.
And when he had his hands full, I undid the mule's rope and tied it around Pepe, just to help him along.
And you were too busy patting yourself on the back even to notice.
That's enough from you girls. Go back into the house and see the men have enough food.
Enjoy your carrots, little mule.
You must tell me more sometime, hero.
Hero.
Well, don't just stand there. But put the cases down. Oh, God, not on my toe, you idiot! Oh. Anywhere but on my toe! Oh.
Anywhere?
Oh, here! Have a care! There's a fortune in one of those cases. And bring the handbag into the house. Oh, and for goodness sake, get that rope untangled.
Here. I'll help you.
Oh!
Broken my toe. Oh. Oh!
Thank you very much, Pablo.
Excuse me, but am I supposed to stay roped up for the rest of the day?
I'm so sorry, Pablo. However did that happen?
How do any of these things happen when you're around? No! Now, take Mama the handbag.
Handbag?
Handbag! It's around your neck, where I'd like to be. Why don't you just bring it round to the front? Oh, for goodness sake! Here! Now, get that rope coiled and hurry up!
Is everything all right?
No, everything is not all right. Honestly, I don't know why I bother with you. When you're not doing me grievous bodily harm, you're embarrassing me.
When have I embarrassed
Oh,
you?
you do it all the time. Well, take this morning, for example. There we are, a band of desperados holding up a coach at pistol point. Above his mask, the steely eyes of our fearsome bandit chief.
El Zorro!
What? El Zorro? Why the L?
Why the L what?
The steely eyes of Zorro, our fearsome bandit chief, gaze ruthlessly down on the two trembling Americanos. He shouts to you, get those bags off the stage. And what do?
I get the bags off the stage.
And did you have to say, excuse me please, lovely day, isn't it?
Manners, Pablo. I was just being polite.
But bandits aren't supposed to be polite. They're supposed to be nasty, horrible.
I don't feel nasty.
Oh, but please, Pepe, you must try, just for me. You must convince yourself. Every morning when you get up, you must look in the mirror and say, I am diabolically wicked. Go on, just contrite.
I am diabolically weak.
I'm a mean, desperate villain.
I'm a mean, desperate villain.
Oh, give me patience.
Give me
Oh,
patience.
shut up. Can't you even try and look a little bit frightening? Go on, make a really vicious face. Feel savage. Try a snarl. Oh, that wouldn't frighten my maiden aunt on a dark night.
I'm rather glad about that, Pablo. I quite like your aunt.
Well, she doesn't.
See sluggish for Mama?
Here, I'll help you.
All right. We'll take them ourselves.
Hey,
What now?
come here. Do you realize what you're doing with that luggage? Hurling it. Positively hurling it. Haven't you learned the very first rule of the Mexican Baggage Man's Union? Take it easy.
I must try to remember.
Here in Mexico, it's far too hot to hurry, so we take it slow. And if a job's a worry, we just let it go and put it off into mañana.
In the blazing sun, to have a lot to do is not a lot of fun.
And so we often stop as soon as we begun. With luck it might get done mañana.
Some men we meet don't succumb to the heat. They seem to like always being on parade.
We start to steam and to dream of ice cream and go on strike when it's 90 in the shade.
Once the sun has set, you'd be amazed how energetic we can get.
Let one muchacha click on whiskey castanet.
We're cha-cha-cha until mañana.
Let them play a tune. There'll be no stopping us tonight beneath the moon.
The very thought of it beneath the sun at noon
Will make us swoon when it's mañana.
Some men we've met are so dumb that they'll sweat beneath the sky or the blaze and never fuss.
We have a rule about keeping our cool. Those ultraviolet rays are not for us.
Once the sun has set, you'd be amazed how energetic we can get. Let one muchacha click our wiki castanet. We're cha-cha-cha until mañana.
Let them play a tune. There'll be no stopping us tonight beneath the moon. The very thought of it beneath the sun at noon will make us swoon when it's mañana.
Start time, it's guitar time, cha-cha, cha time, 4 beats in a bar. We cha-cha-cha until mañana.
What are you doing out here?
It's too hot inside. You are searching through the cases?
So you thought you'd search through the handbag?
No one was bothering with it. I didn't mean any harm.
You were seeing what you could keep for yourself, weren't you?
No. Who's this?
It's Racolita, I expect.
No, it's Lopez back again.
Lopez! Ramon! Ramon! Quick, girl. Take the bag into the house and tell the others to get the luggage out of sight.
What is it, Mama?
Lopez is back.
Lopez, but I thought Raquelita.
Racolito would take me well away from the ranch before you returned, from wherever you have been.
I don't understand.
Of course not. But you see, I found the senorita all too anxious to be rid of me. When she took a trail which could be the long route back here, I decided to return quickly, the short way. Where have you been, Ramon?
Minding my own business.
Your own business, a broken down guest ranch never attracts a guest who can pay for his keep. Throng night and day with petty crooks. Where does your money come from, Mama?
Money? We have barely enough to live on.
That does not answer my question. Your money, Ramon, do you earn it in the way your father earned his?
Ramon!
Oh, come, Lopez. Do you really need a gun? I'm unarmed, as you see.
I'm not brawler with peasants. I'm an officer of the law.
And a murderer.
A harsh word for a man who only does his duty.
Exceeding his duty, surely. 10 years ago, tomorrow.
Ah, yes, tomorrow. You'll be attending the Aztec ceremony, of course. It is an anniversary, is it not?
You dare remind me of that!
10 years since I ended the career of a certain bandit.
One day, Lopez.
Take care, Ramon. The tomorrow isn't your turn.
Capitan, Senor Lopez!
Ah, my sergeant. I ordered him to report back here. It's suitable, don't you think, that a rendezvous for petty crooks should also be a meeting place for officers of the law once in a while.
We are tired of your insinuations, senor.
Capitan! Capitan! I have the most astonishing news to report, sir.
Do astonish me, Sergeant.
Well, I took the trail you suggested, but before I could get back to the police
You
station...
came across the victims of a robbery. A coach had been held up, perhaps.
How did you know?
A lucky guess.
Ramon missing all morning. Raquelita anxious to see his claim before its return. A robbery was a logical deduction, Sergeant.
Deduction?
An important feature of police work. Who were the victims?
Can't you deduct again?
Sergeant!
An American and senator were apprehended by bandits. All their money and luggage was taken, sir.
Luggage. That's something new. Are you starting a second-hand clothes business, madame?
Search the rancho if you wish.
I intend to. Believe me. What steps have you taken, Sergeant?
I use my initiative, sir.
Oh, may the saints preserve me.
The travelers looked mighty shaken after their experience, sir. So I suggested they rest up at the nearest guest house. The coach is on its way here now.
Well done, Sergeant.
They're coming here?
Does that alarm you, Ramon?
Why should it alarm me?
Why, indeed. This is a guest ranch, is it not? Sergeant, back to the station. And get every police officer you can lay hands on. We're going to search our Rancho Grande, inch by inch.
I'm afraid there won't be anyone on duty at the station, sir.
What?
They'll all be at band practice.
Band practice, these saints in heaven. Am I the only police officer in Mexico entirely surrounded by musicians?
Oh, but it is magnificent, Lieutenant. They often march by the rancho here as they play. The sound of the police band is so reassuring.
Police band? I need men who can shoot quicker and straighter than their enemies. Instead, they send me trumpet players. Very well, Sergeant. Begin the search yourself. You're looking for luggage that may have originated in America.
You have the authority to search, of course.
Of course. The authority of El Presidente himself, who personally appointed me chief of police of this lawless territory.
Mama! Ramon!
Get on with it, Sergeant. Such a busy day for your house, madame. If I'm not very much mistaken, this is the lovely Senorita Raquelita.
Logical deduction, an important feature of police work. Ramon!
We meet again, Senorita.
Oh, Ramon, you are safe?
Of course, darling.
Why shouldn't he be safe? Is running a guest ranch so dangerous an occupation? You'd be interested to know that the coach has been held up and robbed of all his luggage. And the passengers are on their way here. And my sergeant is at this very moment searching the ranch house very carefully.
Surely you are anxious to help him, Capitan. But first, perhaps a glass of wine?
Thank you, madame, but I am on duty. Constantly on duty.
Don't worry, he won't find anything. The hold-up?
Everything went well. But Bernardo found the coach and directed the driver to bring it here. Passengers and all.
It's on its way here. Oh, no.
Lopez thinks he has me trapped. You must smile at Bernardo.
Oh, that man frightens me so. I swear, I said nothing to make him suspicious.
I know, my sweet. You know I trust you.
Living the life you do, I sometimes wonder if you trust anybody but yourself.
You own my whole life.
Pretty, but not true. You live your adventures. The excitement and danger of your double life mean more to you than I could ever do.
Please, darling, be patient. Just a little while longer. I promise you, very soon, Zorro will vanish from the scene. Then I can take over the ranch house and we can get married.
If you only knew how I long for the day.
So do I. But just for the moment, I've work to do. That is the way it is, darling.
And if that's the way it is, I'll just have to make the best of it, won't I? I've given my love to you. All life may bring, we will share.
I know that my love is true. Still I keep saying a prayer. Forever may on innocent chance me, for you only can grant me joy beyond all compare. Love, stay in my heart. Oh, how lonely my poor heart will be. I've known from the start there was only one sweetheart for me. Love, don't fly away. Promise, promise you'll never depart. I pray every day, please forever love stay in my heart. When you're in love, every dream is a heavenly dream of romance. Each waking moment may seem filled with song and the thrill of a dance. How joyous my life would be, sunlight, moonlight, and June night refrain. Please fortune smile upon me, let me ever in love remain. Dear love, stay in my heart. Oh, how lonely my poor heart will be. I've known from the start there was only one sweetheart for me. Love, don't fly away. Promise, promise you'll never depart. I pray every day, please forever love stay in my heart.
Ramon, Lopez is asking to see you. I think
hasn't-
you'd better go to him.
He hasn't found.
Of course not. But we had time to search the luggage. There was nothing.
So Mendoza's $1 million doesn't exist after all.
Not in the luggage, certainly.
A secret compartment, perhaps. A false panel in one of the cases.
My dear, I was an expert on false panels before you were born. Trust me, these Americanos don't have a bit of treasure trove between them.
Yet Mendoza was so sure.
Ramon, come here!
You better hurry.
Mama, try to persuade Ramon not to go to the temple ruins tomorrow.
But he has never missed his sun god ceremonial before, even as a child. The very first year after his father.
Oh, I know. He still insisted on going to prove he was a man, but what will he prove this year? That he can die just as pointlessly as his father did?
Racolita,
I just know there's something wrong this year, Mama. I feel it. Here.
I understand, my child, but we mustn't let Lopez frighten us. Listen, the coach.
And the passengers.
Oh, don't worry. Ramon will bluff them.
Visitors, Mama. The coach is here. I heard it.
Very sharp of you, Pablo.
Come on, Pepe. We're the porters here, aren't we?
When we're not too busy being bandits.
Shut up! Pull yourself together and come and give the guests a hand. But it's...
We know who it is. There won't be any luggage to carry in, but you can go and give them a big welcome just the same.
No.
Welcome to El Rancho Grande, senor.
El Rancho Grande. Grande! That not the coach driver said this was the place, but I didn't believe him.
Welcome, senorita. May I help you with your cases?
No, Pablo, you can't do
Oh,
that.
Welcome to El Rancho Grande, senor. The police tell me you have suffered a misfortune.
That's putting it mildly, don't you think? My name is Senator Theodore K. Vanders, and I have been robbed. I have been subjected to the most infernal outrage, the most diabolical bit of tyranny.
I thought it was all rather exciting and romantic myself.
Romantic?
Well, don't carry on to these good people. It's not their fault, you know.
It's our country, isn't it? And what country, for Pete's sake, sends American citizens bouncing across their territory in a flea-ridden buggy and can't even pretend them from cutthroats?
No doubt you were being bounced about too, senorita.
I was. And I think I'll have the bruises to prove it.
Land's sake, Lucille, bruises get better. But we've been held up, remember? A gang of hoodlums, highway robbery in broad daylight. Except I couldn't call that car track a highway.
Fortunately, 2 police officers are here at the rancho at this very moment. Pablo, Pepe, tell Sergeant Bernardo the senator is here.
We've already met the sergeant, and it didn't help any either. Is it really that hard to find hotel staff around here? This country, Lucille, is a shambles.
My son and I run the ranch house as best we can, senor. I just hope our hospitality will be some consolation for your unfortunate...
Outrage is the word, ma'am. Outrage.
This is my son's fiancée, Racolita.
Glad to know you. My daughter, Lucille.
Ah, Senator, Miss Vanders, welcome to El Rancho Grande.
That's what everyone keeps saying, god darn it. The sooner I'm away from this place, the better. I just have to get to Puebla.
Ah, I'm afraid that's out of the question while investigations are in progress. Capitan Lopez will inform you when you have his permission to leave.
His permission?
In these parts, senor, there's not much you can do without the permission of Capitan Lopez. Oh, and Raquelita, he was asking to talk to you.
To me?
He wants to ask you something about the Aztec ceremony tomorrow.
Oh, no. Run along, child. There is nothing to fear.
Now, sir, how can we help make you comfortable during your stay?
Comfortable? In this benighted country?
My father is a city man, Sergeant. I'm afraid the wide open spaces don't appeal to him that much.
What worries me is the wide open space where my wallet used to be. No money, no luggage, no valuables. Believe me, Sergeant, there's nothing a man hates more than losing his belongings. My watch and my rings, my personal things, a suitcase and 3 valises. A man's self-assurance decreases when he's minus his bits and pieces.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a pity.
It's really too bad and it makes me mad.
What a shock you've had.
What a pity.
What horrid young hoods to pinch on your goods and then ride away not caring. You've just got the clothes you are wearing. Just look what you're still standing there in.
Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a pity.
It's really too bad and I feel so sad.
What a shock you've had. What a pity. I long to arrest this menace, this pest. I'm proudly to jail has caught him. For ages it seems I have sought him, but as yet damn it haven't caught him. Oh, what a shame. Oh, what a pity. It's really too bad and I get so mad. What bad luck I've had. What a pity. Shame. Oh,
pity. No wonder I'm mad, 'cause it was too bad. All that love we've had, what a pity.
Good right, I take it.
We sure didn't walk it.
Senator, this is Capitan Lopez, Chief of Police.
The chief? Well, now perhaps we can get some action around here. Lopez, my name is Theodore K. Vanders. Senator Vanders, do you understand? And so far, we've had a pretty poor impression of your law-keeping potential around here.
Our country is passing through difficult times, senor.
Passing through. It never seems to reach the other side.
It will, Senator, it will.
Oh, this is my son, Ramon. Senator, and Miss Vanders.
A pleasure, Senator. Miss Vanders?
And I know. Welcome to our Rancho Grande.
I must see that your rooms are prepared. I shall send the porters to you.
Thanks, ma'am, but we've nothing left to port.
Miss Vanders, I understand that the man who robbed your coach came close to you. He spoke to you, yes?
He did?
Then I suggest you keep your eyes and your ears open during your stay here. It may be your memory will be stirred by a voice, a gesture. Any information you can give me, even just a suspicion, might prove invaluable.
I'll try.
I shall have questions to ask you too, senor, when you are rested. I shall be returning, and may my next visit find you less well prepared. Follow me, Sergeant. I want a word with you.
That's your chief? You have my sympathy.
Senator, this place needs a man tough at the top, and he's tougher at the top than any man I know.
He can't be too tough for my mood.
I know how you feel to encounter a dangerous bandit like Zorro.
Zorro?
It must have been Zorro. A great hulk of a man with a mask, coarse, ruthless.
That's him, all right.
Coming, sir! Coming!
I didn't see the bandit that way, Pop. He was gentle. And he had a very nice speaking voice. Almost as if he regretted what he had to do. And his eyes over the mask were magic.
You mean you found him attractive?
I would certainly understand a woman falling in love with him.
Senor, senorita, your rooms are prepared.
May we take your... Oh no, we can't, can we?
Damn it, we haven't a thing except what we stand up in.
Very awkward for you. How will you sleep tonight without your nightie?
Don't! Please forgive him, senorita. There are times when I think...
Yes, and there are times when I
but
think...
not very often. Come on, useless. Will you step this way, Senator?
Oh, Pepe, if you really want to know how I shall sleep tonight without my nightie,
Lucille!
the answer is, very well, thank you.
Are you coming, Lucille?
In a moment, Papa.
Well, hurry it up. I'm short of money and short of patience. I'm going to have a long lie down.
You must be weary too, senorita. Perhaps I can offer you some refreshment.
There's no hurry. I'd rather stay out here and talk to you first. Your fiancée, Raquelita, isn't it? Pretty name. She seemed upset when Captain Lopez sent for her.
An interview with the chief of police is seldom pleasant in this part of the world.
It seemed to me it was something the sergeant said about an Aztec ceremony that upset her. Just what is that all about?
Once a year, we revive an ancient Aztec rite in the ruined temple of the sun gods in the hills not far from here. The girls wear colorful costumes, and we perform a very solemn ritual.
And then we'll go and get drunk, I suppose.
Something like that.
It sounds fascinating. Why should it upset Raquelita? She should be looking forward to it. I hope I'm here long enough to attend.
It was 10 years ago, at the Aztec ceremony, that my father was shot.
Shot? How? Why?
A certain police officer suspected him of being a bandit and using this ceremony to contact his gang and share out the proceeds of a holdup. The officer was watching from the shadows and was convinced that every time my father went near any one of the other worshippers, money was changing hands.
But surely he didn't just shoot him down on suspicion.
At the climax of the ceremony, my father was kneeling with the others. He reached into his pocket, perhaps to pull out a handkerchief to wipe his brow. Who knows? A shot rang out, and my father fell dead.
How dreadful.
Afterwards, the officer said he'd seen my father reach for his gun, but he wasn't even armed. Why would he be? At a religious ceremony.
Oh, Ramon, you were there? You saw it happen?
I was only a boy, but the memories will never leave me. I swore that one day I'd be revenged on that policeman.
Lopez.
Yes, our present chief of police.
So then, you took over the role of Zorro that your father had played before you.
What makes you say that?
Do you imagine I could ever forget the eyes that burned at me over Zorro's mask? Or even mistake them?
Lopez already suspects me. Do you intend to confirm his suspicions?
You gave me a moment of romance, the most exciting moment of my life. Would I reward you by betraying you?
Thank you, senorita.
Lucille.
Thank you, Lucille.
Now I claim my reward.
Reward?
Just one kiss from the hard, cruel lips of El Zorro.
So, Raquelita shall hear about this.
Lola, I can
No,
explain.
you can't. Not to me. But yes, Ramon, I've been in love with you. And knowing you belong to Raquelita, one of our own people, I held back my tears and said nothing. Now I find your kisses are available to any cheap little Americano bitch who happens along.
Lola!
Why, you nasty-minded little cat!
I warn you, cats can scratch.
And bitches can bite!
Girl, stop it,
Senorita! Getting on right here, everybody. That's good.
Bernardo, where is Capitan Lopez?
He has just left.
Lola, you wouldn't.
Wouldn't I? Where was he heading?
To the police station, but he'll be back here soon, I expect.
That may be too late. Too late for everyone.
Excuse me, senorita. Lola! Lola!
For some reason, Lola wants to find Lopez urgently.
Lola, that girl's behaving very strangely lately.
It must be the Latin temperament. I'm surprised you're not more used to it, Mama.
It's certainly a change, senorita, to have someone around as placid as you. You don't seem in the least upset by your experience.
Upset? I've never enjoyed a day so much in my life. It might have all sorts of possibilities.
But what about losing all your clothes and things?
Plenty more where those came from. It'll be fun getting a new lot.
But very expensive?
Pop won't even notice.
All the same, a crime has been committed and it's up to the police.
We know to leave no stone unturned. Quite right, Bernardo. I'm sure that in no time at all you'll be out there turning every stone like mad.
As you say, in no time at all. Miss Vanders, if you'd like to follow me.
Mama, I think we can expect a little trouble.
Lola?
Yes, I'm afraid I upset her. She may be planning to betray me.
Why should she betray you? How can she? She knows nothing that Lopez hasn't suspected for a long time. She can give him no proof.
Could she have any evidence that we don't know about? Something that could definitely connect me with this morning's holdup.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I began to think that the foolish police posse would never go. Viva la revolution!
Mendoza. Well, if it isn't the Rumble Rebel himself, how goes the fight for freedom?
Magnifico, amigo, magnifico. Any day now, El Presidente will be out, geeked out on his fundamento.
Bravo for you. Hasta la victoria.
To business, camarados, to business. The Americanos are here, am I correct?
You are correct, as always.
Me, Mendoza, I know everything. Where are the Americanos at this momento?
Busy, inside.
In their rooms. We've just taken them water. Twice.
Twice.
My friend tripped the first time.
They said they wanted to wash. I told them it was Sunday, but they didn't.
You were wrong about one thing, old friend. The Americanos aren't carrying any money for El Presidente.
Aha, wait. Hold your ponies, don't jump to delusions. It is not cash they bring, but a draft.
A draft?
I don't feel any draft.
Not the draft you feel when I breathe down your neck, but a draft on the Bank of Washington, an order to pay money which is just as good as money.
Ah, a piece of paper.
Exacto, a piece of paper worth $1 million to El Presidente. These big business typhoons in America who've grown fat on us for years. Do you suppose they want a revolution to rob them of their oil wells and gold mines? No, 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 not sangrente likely. Instead, they wish El Presidente to continue grinding our faces.
Ah, now I see. I've been wondering what happened to your face.
But these Americanos, they don't have such a piece of paper. We've been through their luggage with a fine tooth comb.
To comb your teeth?
No.
You say there is no $1 million paper in their luggage. that is staggersome, incredulous. But wait, let me conjugate. Mendoza is not but his lunatic. Ah, but of course, I have it.
The draft?
No, the answer. The Americano has the paper on him. He would have realized that the luggage might have been searched, lost, nicked.
It has.
So what follows? You ask me, I tell you. This Americano has the paper on him.
But Mendoza, I turned out his pockets and I got his wallet. There is nothing.
This Americano has macho intelligentsia, like me. Would he keep the paper in a pocket or in a wallet, whichever bandits to dip into? Noka. He would have hidden it in his clothes, concealed it in a lining or somewhere. You must search every stitch he is wearing.
We must search him.
And why us, anyway?
Without him knowing, of course.
It's none of our business. Unless, of course, you're offering us a percentage.
That's a thought. If we find this $1 million, do we get a rake off?
Madre de Dios! But what you want a rake of? You are all very well sold and healed here as a Rancho Grande. But why should you need paying to do a little job for your patria?
Oh, now, Comandante. We're only wondering what you had in mind.
All I have in mind is to get hold of that paper. We must simply nip El Presidente into the works and make sure there is no deal with the Americanos. Viva la revolution! Viva Mexico!
Viva!
Good. That is settled. How you find the paper, your business. You will find a way, I'm sure. You are all very ingenious, and needs must when the wolf is at the door. You go to the Aztec ceremony tomorrow.
Yes, we are all going.
Good. I will see you there. You can pass the paper to me during the ceremony.
No!
Excuse me, señorita.
Ramon must not go to the ceremony tomorrow.
But of course he must. Everybody goes to the ceremony.
Please, darling, don't worry. I'll be all right. I'll have my men with me.
Of course. He'll be as safe as haciendas. Hasta la vista.
You're going?
Back into battle. Back to my brave soldados. And as we gallop away once more, the pampa shall ring to our rebel song. Mendoza rides again. La-ca-ca-da-cha. That's our catchy little song. La-ca-ca-da-cha. While we galloping along. La-ca-ca-da-cha. You can hear it far and wide. La-ca-ca-da-cha. Everywhere the rebels ride. Though to the creature we have a little feeling. And as a tune it might not mean a thing. It has a beat that people find appealing. And morning, noon and night we like to sing. La-ca-ca-da-cha. Oh, how thrilling it can be. La-ca-ca-da-cha. Still the song for you and me. Till our Mexico is free.
No peace shall not reign. While tyrants reign, they'll hear our refrain. Time and time again.
La-ca-ca-da-cha. That's our catchy little song. La-ca-ca-da-cha. While we galloping along. La-ca-ca-da-cha.
Mexico is free to wander the song. And unity will till justice is done. Till the battle has been won. La cucaracha, that's our catchy little song. La cucaracha, while we galloping along. La cucaracha, you can hear it far and wide. La cucaracha, everywhere the rebels ride.
Now to this beast we have no devotion. And as a tune it might not mean a thing. It has a beat that people find appealing. And morning, noon and night we like to sing.
La cucaracha, oh how thrilling it can be. La cucaracha, still the song for you and me.
Capitan Lopez is here.
Lopez again? Oh, estamos started judging that man rent.
There's no time. Quickly, into the hacienda.
But the Americanos.
They don't know you. Hurry.
Tell them what you've told me.
It's just...
Come, girl, spit it out. You were so anxious a few minutes ago.
I found something here at the Rancho Grande, which belongs to her.
Something therefore taken during the hold-up and brought here by bandits.
See, perhaps. I don't know.
Show everyone what you found. To my darling Lucille, from her loving father.
Why, thank you, Capitan. I was wondering where I'd left my locket.
Left it. It was stolen from you during the hold-up.
Oh, I assure you it wasn't. I was wearing it very close to my heart, and your Zara was far too much of a gentleman to have discovered it, let alone laid hands on it. No, I took it off and put it down somewhere only after we arrived here, as guests. I'm so grateful to you, Lola, dear. You must let me reward you.
Don't tell me you're in league with these criminals already.
Watch it, Capitan. That's sounding mighty like an accusation to me.
Forgive me, senor. There are times my job is very frustrating. Good day to you. Good day, senorita.
What was all that about?
I'm so sorry, Ramon.
Not now, Lola.
As soon as I'd said it, I could have beaten my tongue out.
I said, not now, Lola.
Clear. No. Excuse me.
Mendoza, please, come, meet our guest from the USA. Senator and his daughter, Miss Vanders. This is Mendoza. He has just dropped by to pick up some chickens.
Senorita, I am overwhelmed to meet you. Do you know something? Me, Mendoza, I have never before set eyes on two real-life Americanos. I am quite effervescent.
And I've never seen so much hardware on a civilian.
Ah, we live in dangerous times, senor. Every village soothing with rebels. A bandit hoovering behind every cactus.
You're telling me?
With your vital ballistics, you'd be the man to run into Zorro.
Zorro? Always, everywhere. Everyone talks of this Zorro. Who is Zorro?
Not you for a start, senor. You're hardly the right shape.
Ramon. Don't forget, every stitch. Search them within an inch of their lives, but be circumspicious. Don't let them catch up.
I honestly don't see how it's possible.
But it's absolutely compulsory, obligational. Remember, mother is the necessitude of intention. To the Aztec ceremony tomorrow. Hasta la vista, amigos. Viva la campagna.
Ramon, if you meet that man tomorrow, I'm sure you will be taking a terrible risk.
Please, darling, don't worry. I'll be all right.
And I don't trust Lola anymore.
Trust me, my sweet.
Excuse me, Chief.
What is it, Pablo?
Sorry, Raquelita, but would you mind if,
Oh, no. Not at all. Of course not. Why would I? If there's a little bit of dirty work you can do for the great Zorro, please don't let me be in the way.
Raquelita.
Wait, Chief. Sorry if I sort of butted in, but this is really important.
All right, Pablo, what is it?
Well, it's about how we could search the senator's clothes. My friend Pepe had that idea that if we arrange...
Simple life might be right for some. As a vacation, maybe.
But it's not for you, eh, senor?
Well, it sure is for me. I think Mexico's exciting, colorful, romantic. Who needs the big city, the lights and the people?
All the same, I'm sure that if you here for very long, you miss all the bright lights, the busy streets, and the theatres.
Of course you would.
Don't you believe it? With the cactus against the moonlight for a backcloth, the thrumming guitars for atmosphere, and one of your best-looking caballeros for company, I'd settle for Mexico.
Senorita, Pablo's just had an excellent idea. We may not have any theaters in these parts, but we do have a circus.
A
Circus?
Well, yes, of sorts. We have to make our own entertainment in a place like this, so don't expect too much.
We'd like to see it very much, wouldn't we, Pop?
Probably turn out to be a cockroach race, but I'll try anything once.
Good. We put on a special performance just for you. Okay, everybody, spread out and make a bit of room. That's good. Ready, Pablo? Off you go.
To kick things off, maybe a little magic. See?
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, senorita, I present to you an empty box. Watch, a little bit of Mexican magic. Et voila! Be assured, senor, it is an ordinary box. And now, on with the show! Ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Mexico's favorite traveling show and its fabulous impresario. If you'll allow him, he'll address you now. Come, Senor Pepe, take a bow.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my circus ring, only small, but it's the greatest circus show of all. Topping the bill, I have by far the world's most thrilling circus star. A flea, a little flea. Frederico,
There's Frederico,
he's so chico.
so very chico.
Where my flea goes,
Where Fred the flea goes,
That's where he goes.
who's that amigos?
girls adore him,
They fallen for him,
men encore him,
we can't ignore him.
crowding, swarming, round my performing flea.
His fine performing flea. Fred the flea is celebrated,
Terribly well educated,
so minute and brightly fragile.
cute though delightfully agile. For you he'll do, say 5 or 6 quite new, amusing circus tricks. And now attention everyone, trick number 1.
Frederico, what's Frederico? He's so chico, so very chico. Okay, Freddy, your letter's ready. Take it steady, you're very steady. 1 step, 2 steps, he started mounting. 3 steps, 4 steps, we got this counting. Higher, higher, how we admire this flea. It's as clever as can be, we shall never, never see such another prodigy. Clever, clever little flea.
Come on, Fred, just 2 more and you're there. Made it. Now, about turn. Careful, careful. Right then, come to Papa. 1, 2, 3, jump. Excuse me, Senator, could we have our flea back? It's all right. You can come in. There's nobody here.
Well, of course there's nobody here. Who do you expect to be here? This is Lucille's room, isn't it? And she's downstairs with the others.
That's why we've come so early, so we can hide.
The whole thing sounds crazy to me. These thoughts of yours are getting more and more embarrassing.
The last one worked all right, didn't it?
Well, I suppose it was one way to search the senator's clothes. But we didn't find the paper, did we?
Now we know he hasn't got it.
I only hope he didn't guess we were looking for it.
Why should he? He doesn't even know we know there is a paper.
Perhaps there isn't.
Mendoza says there is. And if there is a paper, and it gets into the wrong hands...
I know. It's these thoughts you've had about how to go about it that worries me.
I think it's a good thought. The paper's not in the luggage, the senator hasn't got it, so the girl's got it.
And if the girl has got it, how are we going to find it?
Well, if we just stay quiet and out of sight until she comes up...
If, always if. Suppose she puts the paper under her pillow.
I don't think she will. I don't think she knows she's got it. I think the senator would think, we'd think...
You'd think, he'd think. Do you know what I think?
No, Pablo, what do you think?
That we'd better get the hell out of here while the going is good.
But the going's not very good, is it?
Oh, hide!
I do hope you'll be comfortable.
Oh, I'm sure I shall. It's the cutest little room. And these clothes and this nightie Casilda sent me are simply sweet.
Now you're sure you want to come with us tomorrow?
You bet I do.
Well, as long as you don't mind losing your beauty sleep, I'll say good night now. Sleep well if you can, and while you can. You won't have very long, you know.
Suits me. I can sleep anytime. This dance ceremonial of yours is the chance of a lifetime. Thanks for everything, Mama.
I'll call you in good time. Good night.
Good night, Mama. And good night, my handsome Zorro. Thank you for the most exciting and romantic day of my life. Oh, Zorro, if only we could share this wonderful night together. If only I could feel your warm arms holding me close. What good is a magic night like this if I am to spend it alone? A foolish moon to raise your lamp so high up in the sky and waste your silvery glory on the desert. Oh, can't you see? In vain you're claiming. There's no one here with me a spell to share. Oh, why, quite so brightly tonight are you shining, and will keep shining till the dark shadow flow. Yet here am I, for a true love pining, a foolish moon to shine for me alone. How can I help but ponder? What can the reason be? Night after night you squander heavenly light on me. of all people, I am surprised. I never thought it of you sneaking into a lady's bedroom. Pepe! What are you doing? Where are you going? Pepe, what's the matter with you?
I'm asleep.
Oh, you poor man! Have you hurt yourself?
Where am I? What am I doing?
It's all right, take it easy. You're in my bedroom.
Your bedroom? What am I doing here?
Good question.
What did I come for?
You tell me.
I was dreaming I was going somewhere, taking a walk.
You did take a walk. You walked right in here and knocked the screen over.
I did? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. I'm in for it now. I'll get into terrible trouble.
No, you won't. I shan't say a word. You just take yourself off nice and quietly, and nobody be any the wiser.
You mean I can just go, and you won't tell anyone?
Not a soul. Let's just forget about this whole thing, shall we?
Thanks a lot.
Why, whatever's the matter now?
It's just, you've been so kind to me.
What's wrong with that?
It's just, I'm not used to people being kind to me.
Now, you mustn't blame yourself. You're a somnambulist.
Yes, and I walk in my sleep too.
Yes, but you're awake now, so hadn't you better be off? Good night, Pepe.
Good night, Lucille.
Why did you let me down? 1 minute, you're all too anxious to help me. The next, you let me down as soon as your story is challenged.
I must have been wrong in thinking the locket was stolen.
No, you weren't. The American girl was lying. I don't know why.
Well, I do. She's in love with Zorro.
What?
It's the truth, Capitan.
But Ramon and Zorro, they're one and the same person. And you know this very well.
Ramon?
Don't pretend to be stupid. You know more than you've told me.
No, Capitan, no.
Don't lie to me.
Stop it, you're hurting me.
Then help me trap Ramon.
If you let me go, there's one thing I can tell you.
Go on.
Mendoza, he was at the rancho yesterday.
Mendoza? That mad revolutionary is just a joke.
He may be more dangerous than you think. He was whispering with Ramon, and I heard them mention the Aztec ceremony.
So, perhaps history is about to repeat itself. Let me see. Suppose Ramon was meant to find something in the luggage. Jewelry, money perhaps. A secret paper of some sort. He didn't have a chance to hand it over yesterday because the Americans. But this morning, in the shadows of the ruined temple, Lola, I may just forget about the locket you stole. If you'd help me.
What must I do?
As a ceremony, stay close to Ramon. Don't let him out of your sight. As soon as he becomes close enough to Mendoza to pass something over, signal to me. I should be at the back of the temple, where the shadows are darkest. But I'll see you.
But...
Quick! I hear Ramon's voice. Catch up with the others. Quickly! Ah, the lovebirds. Take care, Ramon. I'd hate for your mother to have to witness a second family tragedy. It might be all too much for her.
Oh, Ramon, I beg of you, please. Let's just turn back.
Darling, I have to be at this ceremony tomorrow. I promised to contact Mendoza. Oh, I know we haven't found his $1 million paper, but he has to know one way or another.
You're still the little boy of 10 years ago, aren't you? Playing bandit, proving he's a man.
Darling, with you in my arms, it would take more than just an idle threat from Lopez to spoil the magic of the moment. Since we first made this journey together, the night of the Aztecs has held nothing but wonderful memories for me. Do you remember how happy we were?
And how we sang together, that first time. Oh, of course I remember.
Then let's pretend that everything is just as it was back then. When we're alone together, all I can think of is you, and the night, and the music. My love serenade for you. A night through high and fills it with song while we dance. Each moment you stay in my arms, I know it's true, music has charm. An old serenade ever knew high, a melody made to romance.
So tender and deep, music for me alone, fulfills every dream I've ever known. Each word that you sing, right for a night like this. Each promise you bring, sealed with a kiss.
Our love serenade, oh you, a melody made to entrance. It lingers the long night through, and fills it with song while we dance. Each moment you stay in my arms, I know it's true, music has charm. An old serenade ever knew, our love serenade to romance.
Peso, don't you?
Good morning, senorita. You couldn't sleep?
My rancho's not as restful as it was, I'm afraid. Too many visits from the police.
I slept perfectly well, thank you. I just didn't want to miss your fascinating little ceremony.
You find us fascinating, especially our bandits, perhaps.
What do you mean?
You lied about the locket. I'm convinced it was stolen from you. You're protecting someone, aren't you?
Hold on a minute, Lopez. The senator's following close behind us, and I'm sure that he'd be interested in knowing that his daughter, an American citizen, was being grilled by a tin-pot Mexican cop.
Why are you in Mexico, senorita? You should obey our Mexican laws and observe the Mexican character.
I'm doing that all the time.
Then you should realize that Raquelita, being engaged to Ramon, is not likely to allow anyone to take a man away from her.
What's that got to do with Lucille?
You should also realize that Ramon is devoted exclusively to Raquelita. Watch them together and decide if telling lies about the locket is really worthwhile.
I just don't know what you're talking about.
No?
There you are, Lucille. Why on earth I ever let you get me out of bed at this pagan hour, I'll never know.
May I have the honor of escorting you to the ceremony, senorita?
Will you please leave me alone?
Say, is this Dago bothering you?
Sir! This is the most offensive term. But you've been under something of a strain, so I'll overlook it. Excuse me.
He'll overlook it. Very big of him, I'm sure.
I didn't think I could hate him more than I did yesterday.
You look upset, ma'am. Have you seen a ghost?
Perhaps I have.
Custode was saying you get up to this crazy caper every year.
Yes, it's an important day for us. Each year we revive the ritual of the ancient Aztecs who worshipped Tonatiuh.
He was the sun god.
They believed that when Tonatiuh had finished the 4 seasons of the year, he would abandon the earth to its fate and never rise again.
It's called. They couldn't face the prospect of perpetual night.
I don't blame him. It's a frightening idea.
So they used to perform a special ritual to plead with the sun god to bring the dawn as usual.
And stay on the job for another year.
It's called kindling the new fire.
Must be a very effective ceremony. This, Tony, what's his name?
Tonatiuh.
Yeah, he's always obliged up to now, hasn't he?
And it makes a good excuse for a day off.
And the grand fiesta.
Nowadays, you're not really worried about the sun rising, are you?
Not really.
But we can't take any chances.
and with your rosy light put out winged night to flight. Hear us turn at you, Lord of the morning sky. Hail to thee, turn at you, mighty Sun. Hear us turn at you, oh, hail to thee, mighty Sun. Globe of burning gold, fiery orb of day, ruler of moon and stars, and of one more year has gone, oh sun, you've shone every day, that life may go on, oh sun, now humbly we pray. Even though fate ordained from this hour past shall reign, let not the prophecy come true. Bring forth the bear of night, we reform our ancient right, kindling our sacred flame anew. On this day of days, fate we defy, as we raise our arms bravely on high. As we sing your praise, grant your rays soon will blaze in the sky. Oh, behold now the new fire, the flame is kindled, bright in the night, leaping, the gloom dispelling, praying, beseeching you, Almighty Son, abandon us not to live ever in darkness. Bring the dawn, oh, turn at you. Hear us turn at you, Lord of the morning sky. Hail to thee, turn at you, mighty Sun. Globe of burning gold, fiery orb of day, ruler of moon and stars, and of earth, mighty Sun, mighty Sun, mighty Sun. No, my son, no!
I'm all right, Mama. It's Lola. Some fool must have fired a shot in the excitement of the ceremony. The bullet must have ricocheted and grazed her arm.
Will she be all right?
She'll be fine. But the wound needs bathed and bandaged.
My cabana isn't far away.
You lead the way, I'll bring her.
No, we need you here. Pedro, you take her. I'll go with her.
Well, we're the payoff for the Germany.
I nearly jumped out of my skin when that gun went off.
It frightened me out of my wits, too. Talking about being out of your wits, look who's here.
Pepe, where have you been? You missed all the excitement.
I had rather a disturbed night.
You don't say.
Oh, don't I? I thought I just did. You're probably quite right.
Sorry we're late, Mama. We were on night shift. As a matter of fact,
You found it, the graph.
that's for the chief. Ramon is going to be very pleased with us.
Well, that'll make a change.
Mama, did you arrange something to get the fiesta started? Lola's accident rather put a damper on things.
Accident! Ramon, I'm still trying to get over a very bad shock here. I'm not exactly in the fiesta mood.
Please, Mama. While I deal with Pablo.
All right.
This way, Chief. I've got good news for you.
Listen, everybody! Lola's not badly hurt. The wound's not serious and she's going to be fine.
Mama, where's Ramon? Having a word with Pablo. Why?
Lopez was seen running away from here. It must have been just after the shot was fired.
Oh, really? And we can make a pretty good guess who fired it, can't we? And who he was aiming at.
You mean if it hadn't have been for Lola?
I don't know. Yet.
Raquelita, what news?
Good news. Lola's not badly hurt. She'll be all right. And our chief of police was spotted running away.
Running? How extraordinary. Pablo's just murmuring some excellent news. This is a great day for the downtrodden of Mexico.
Downtrodden? This is how you people carry on when you're downtrodden. Heaven forbid I ever come back when you're in the up and up.
I'm not even certain I ever want to leave.
Oh, come on. Let's show our guests that here in Mexico we know how to celebrate!
What are we waiting for?
Ancient custom we have to fly. The sun is duly refined. A foolish fancy we know, but we put on a good show. And now we're started, and so there's something special we should have a go. So let's do the hat dance, we call the hat dance in Mexico.
Hi, muchachas. How's it going? All right, let's have it. What's this all about?
You know very well. We happen to be fond of Raquelita.
Raquelita? Oh, I get it. I danced with a boyfriend for a few minutes, so I'm out. Is that it?
Not all of it. At one time or another, every one of us has been in love with Ramon. Or thought we were.
So?
Here, we live very close to each other. Our world is much smaller than yours.
I don't understand.
Well, maybe you don't. When Ramon chose Raquelita, we all accepted that we loved and lost and that she was the lucky one. Raquelita's one of us, and we're all her friends, so we were happy for them both.
And now?
Now, you've come along with your glamour and your clever ways, and within an hour, set your cap at Ramon.
Set my cap? That's a bit old-fashioned, isn't it?
We're an old-fashioned people, Lucille. We can accept that we've lost Ramon to Raquelita, but what we don't accept is that she could lose him to you.
Well, what do you know? And I thought Mexican girls had guts. Lots of spirit and fire. Are you really so afraid of a little competition? If Ramon's as set on Raquelita as you say, then I don't stand a chance. But I can find out, can't I? It's up to Raquelita to prove no one can take him from her. If the situation was reversed, and Raquelita came to Washington and tried to take my man from me,
you'd fight for him?
You bet I would.
So would I, if there was any need. But there isn't. You and Ramon belong to different worlds. You find him romantic and smart, and he finds you smart and attractive, but you could never mean to him what one of us could mean to him.
Especially you?
Especially me.
Raquelita, I wouldn't want you to hate me.
I don't. I realized I was spiteful last night, but I've been afraid for Ramon's life all evening. To see you with him so carefree when he could have been like dead in the temple instead of dancing.
I understand. I've always dreamed of romance. And here under the Mexican sun, I've been kidding myself I might have found it. It was just a dream.
For us, life is no dream. It's real and hard. Being in love is the only thing that makes it worth living.
And you're in love.
Of course I am. Isn't every girl all the time with everything in the world? In love with the sound of music from soft guitar. In love with the dream of summer, the gleam of stars. In love with the wine red blossom, the snow white dove. Above
sir. I'm looking for your father.
You've come to tell me you captured the bandit, of course.
In a word, no. And now I've even lost my chief of police.
Sergeant, now wasn't that a little careless of you?
He left for the Aztec ceremony, and nobody's seen him since.
There was a shooting at the ceremony. Did you know?
Yes, I heard.
Perhaps it explains why Lopez has disappeared.
I don't see how. A few shots are nothing unusual. Mexicans are very excitable, often fire into the air out of sheer exuberance.
Even at religious ceremonies?
Frequently.
How come your churches are always so full?
At least one armadillo is the will of any right?
Now, ma'am, a little respect, if you please, for a hard-working police officer,
Thank you, sir.
even if he is pretty damn useless. No news, I suppose, Sergeant?
Alas, no, senor. We've pursued our inquiries most diligently and explored every avenue.
Bernardo leaves no stone unturned.
But I'm afraid to report we have found no trace of the bandits, no sign of the luggage, and no clue as to what's happened to your money. Nothing.
Luggage I can replace, and I wasn't carrying all that much money. Shall I tell you something to take that woebegone look off your face? The one and only really important item was one the bandits didn't get. It's still safe.
Oh, first I've heard of this. What's the important item?
Never you mind, Lucille. This isn't the time to discuss the reason for my visit to Mexico.
I never did know why we made the trip anyway.
Well, we're all very glad that you did. We've all got to like you both very much.
We're sure grateful for your hospitality. As soon as I'm back to Washington, I'll make sure you're suitably recompensated.
Oh, you don't owe us a thing. Believe me.
Pop, you've simply got to tell me what the important item is. That the bandits missed. I'm dying of curiosity.
Oh, I think you'll live a bit longer. In any case, it's time we got going. I take it, Sergeant, that since your precious police chief has vamoosed, there's no point in us hanging about any longer.
I suppose not.
Okay, right. You didn't leave anything behind at the rancho, did you?
I had nothing to leave, remember?
You didn't leave any garments about, did you?
I don't follow.
You haven't left any underwear.
Senator! What a question to ask in front of a young lad like Bernardo!
Really, Pop, if you're afraid of me catching cold in this climate...
All right, forget it. Just as long as you make sure to take with us everything we came with.
Do you really have to go, Senator?
Afraid we lost too much time already, ma'am.
I wouldn't mind if we never left for Puebla.
I know how you feel. Feel a bit the same way myself if it comes to that, but we gotta get moving. And now that your son's kindly found us some sort of transport.
He's fixing it right now. But only if you could have stayed a few more days. We'd have had you living life like true Mexicans.
Oh, that does it. I'm joining the Mañana Club. Pop, you'll have to go to Puebla on your own.
What? That's impossible, Lucille. You've got to come with me.
Why? What do you need me in Puebla for?
Because you've got to... I mean, just take my word for it, can't you?
Give me one good reason why I should.
But... excuse me, I must have a quiet word with my daughter.
Of course, senor.
Sergeant, wouldn't it be simply marvelous if you could find all the senator's luggage? All of it, all intact, all by yourself, while Lopez is absent without leave.
Oh, it'd be the crowning moment of my career. But my men have searched everywhere without success.
Perhaps they were not very thorough. Preoccupied, no doubt, with the next police concert.
What are you driving at?
Oh, you don't open your ears, do you, Bernardo? In a small place like this, with rumors flying around, you'd be surprised what you can pick up.
But you're all against me, all the time. Nobody would tell me anything.
Oh, there, my dear. Don't cry. Perhaps if you check the stable behind the cantina, you might find something there that would make your day.
It's been searched already.
Perhaps the men were in a hurry, not concentrating.
Try looking there again, Bernardo.
You know something, don't you? If you've been withholding information...
But we're not withholding it. We're simply passing it on.
I've all the darn stupid things to do. Anyway, it's not there now.
It's got to be. You can't be feeling in the right
I've been
spot.
right round, and it's not there.
Lucille, my whole diplomatic career is at stake.
Ah! Viva el proletario! Viva la victoria! It's true, amigos, it's true. Me, Mendoza, I bring the most colossus news. La revolution, she is all over by the shooting. La victoria, she is ours. Viva la revolution! Viva Victoria!
Viva!
Perhaps, senor, this is what you were searching for in the senoritas unmentionables.
What? How did you? Where did you? Who gave you?
Me, Mendoza, I know everything. I arrange a stuck-up, so that the money shall not reach El Presidente, the old one. I plan to use the money for my so lovely revolution in support of El Rancho Grande and El Presidente, the new one. But my so lovely revolution, she succeeds without your Americano money, so you can keep your Christmas pudding. Thank you all the same. $1 million, I would not be surprised.
Are you sure you can spare it?
Si, senor. For me to keep it now, it would not be honest.
Huh?
Oh, amigos, it is a great day for Mexico, is it not? El Presidente has gone, hobbled it, ski-daddled. Viva el new Presidente!
Viva! Senorita, I found all your money, all your luggage, all that, all intact with $500.
$1,000?
Well, it's nearly there, nearly intact. Mendoza, what are you doing here?
He brings great news, Bernardo. The revolution, she is over. The tyrant, he has fled.
And so is your Capitan, has he not? Me, Mendoza, I know everything. My brave soldados had their beagle eyes on him last night at the ceremony when he shot down that poor little girl, Lola.
What?
See. It was the brave Lopez that fired the gun. My brave soldados closed in on him, and he bolted it like a scalded ferret.
That does it, Mendoza. Letting a police officer in the execution?
There's been no execution yet. Lopez is no longer a police officer. He was appointed by El Presidente, the old one. And I have a message from El Presidente, the new one. No more Lopez, not on your Isabella. Oh yes, and I am to inform you that you are no longer Sergeant Bernardo.
Am I dismissed too?
No. You are no longer Sergeant Bernardo, because you are now permuted Capitan Bernardo. And the best of Mexican luck.
Is it really true? The revolution over? The president gone?
Si, senor. El Presidente has fleeted. The government flees.
And talking of fleas,
That fellow Pablo. And the business of getting the shirt off my back.
and Pepe and his sleepwalking. It was the draft they were looking for all the time.
I trust we were instrumental in assisting with the assignment.
Yes, and I hope we helped a bit too.
Heroes of the revolution, you helped to twist the tables.
We had to clean them out a bit first. They're the muckiest stables ever.
Heroes of the revolution have no business cleaning stables. I'm sure the great Zorro will no doubt promulgate you.
Here, aren't we getting a little bit careless?
Yes, about saying what in front of whom?
Don't worry, it's already dawned on me who Zorro is. But you're all on Ramon's side. How will I prove it?
The question is superfluent. You don't have to prove anything. El Presidente has given Zorro a free pardon. Mexico no longer needs any Zorros. From the day, all bandits are disbanded.
Yay!
Look, everybody! See who's out and about again?
Lola!
What's all the cheering about?
The revolution, she is over.
The people have won.
The president has fled.
I have been made Capitan!
We've got our luggage back.
And some of the money.
Lopez is on the run.
I walked in my sleep.
And found $1 million.
I have been made Capitan!
I'm not going to Puebla.
And neither am I.
And I'm going to marry you.
I have been made Capitan!
Say that again?
I have been made Capitan!
Not you! You!
I'm going to marry you.
Ramon, but what about...
Don't give it another think. Now there is no implementator. Zorro has been made redundant.
You mean it's all over? Finished?
Yes, darling. How do I look?
Look.
No longer a bald, bad bandit. Suddenly a respectable citizen. Does it show?
Not so you'd notice.
Nobody move! I don't want to shoot.
Help me!
Let her go, you.
There you go. That's the word you used. Mendoza, call off your revolutionary rabble. Sell me your fastest horse. Give me safe pass against your lines. Otherwise...
So you've heard about our little revolution?
Heard about it? I've been hounded and humiliated ever since.
No tyrant dictator to protect you anymore, eh, Lopez?
I will have killed the girl by the time you reach your gun.
No.
I'm not armed. But anyway, I've decided to be revenged by letting you live. To be hounded and hunted, as you always will be.
Brave words, Ramon. But the expense of this girl's life. Mendoza, quickly.
Me, Mendoza. I have the fastest horse in Mexico, but He's a little bit tired. Mama, perhaps you...
Ah, yes. Pedro has the pasta toast in Sant'Amico. I will arrange it. Pepe, come here.
Oh, Pepe?
Yes, Papa?
And you thought you were such a crack shot.
You moved deliberately. Did you have another change of heart?
Your days for interrogating are over, Senor Lopez. Capitan, take him away.
Senator, politics, the struggle for power. Dangerous, very fickle. One day you're, next you're. Enjoy your triumph, amigo. Today's revolution is yours. Tomorrow's may be mine.
That shot at the Aztec ceremony. It was meant for Ramon, wasn't it?
I believe so, senorita.
And you stepped forward on purpose to save him.
I don't think I shall ever truly know.
Senorita, I'd like you to have this. The inscription can be removed if you wish.
Senorita, I'd like it very much just as it is.
Senorita, under the new regime, you are appointed to give out every medal at every institution.
Well, it looks like there's going to be no more Capitan Lopez.
Oh, Viva Bernardo!
Viva! No more tyranny.
Viva new El Presidente!
Viva! And no more Zorro.
Viva Ramon!
Viva!
So, perhaps I can count on him being around a little more often.
And doing a bit of work for a change.
Viva Mexico!
Viva!
Back to El Rancho Grande. There is a hotel, but it's handy. The food and shelter's just dandy. Back to Hotel Rancho Grande. The happiest of places is Mama's famous rancho.
There's Mama's rancho. She makes the town oasis for every passing pancho.
Every passing pancho. Don't think I like spend dollars. I've been among the cactus.
Among the cactus. We may have finished fighting, but other things attract us.
Instead of that old crazy cucaracha, we'll now be singing Besa Me Muchacha. Now I'm